has a new Xbox just been announced. It might not be the kind of Xbox you're expecting, but we're going to talk about this because this is a very interesting bit of news here. So basically, earlier on today, Phil Spencer has been doing, he posted an image which with an unknown device at the top of his shelves. Often he actually does a lot of live streams, or he does a lot of discussions or whatever in his room, or in a room, his office, I suppose you would say. And in this latest one, he posted a picture on Twitter with the saying, "Vault Boy left the shelter and stopped by my office to celebrate the Fallout 25th anniversary. Congratulations to the Fallout at Bethesda team on this major milestone for an iconic franchise." And in this picture, you will see that there is an Xbox, something that looks like an Xbox, on his top shelf below the sword and next to the controller, which looks to be a Xbox Series S at first look. It is not. It is far smaller than that. This, in my personal opinion, is maybe a new Xbox. A new Xbox that requires purely streaming. So this is not going to be a Series S or a Series X or have any major hardware in it. This would purely be as a streaming platform. Xbox has actually replied below and they put, now, what did we say about putting old prototypes on your shelf, boss? So I don't know. It kind of makes me feel like it's not real, but I want to talk about it anyway because it's still very, very interesting. Like, this thing is inevitable. We know this thing exists. We know it's either going to be this or it's going to be coming out shortly, because people are using Xbox Game Pass with the streaming side more than ever at the moment. It's something that is increasing. I have comments on my videos saying I'm able to play all these awesome games on my mobile phone. Like, we don't need consoles anymore. With people who have different, good enough internet, they can do things like stream. Personally, it's not my way of going, hence why I've got Steam open in the background. I like using my physical hardware in my PC because I prefer really awesome graphics with no delay, and that's just my preference to the way I play. But this is definitely the way things are going, whether people like it or not. This is what's happening. I'm going to take my glasses off because I never realized how bad the goddamn reflection is in my glasses, so I apologize. But this is something that's definitely happening. This is something that is going to be in the future. Unfortunately, it's not always gonna be hardware based like the consoles that you see behind me here. One day we're going to have just streaming boxes, or streaming like the Google Play one that you just literally a HDMI plug in, or the Amazon Fire Stick. They're just literally going to be ones that you plug into your HDMI port. But Xbox has obviously gone for this little box shaped format where you can literally have that HDMI cable plug just below your TV here or something, and then it goes back in, and you can then stream all these games to that device. And it's probably going to cost, like, I don't know, £80, £100 here in the UK, or $80, $100, something like that. And you can get a Game Pass membership along with it. And then, you've got that thing with you, because a lot of TVs, like for example, some Samsung TVs already have or will be having the Game Pass app built into those TVs. So those TVs will actually have this kind of streaming box built in, because you'll be able to stream it directly to the TV. But obviously there are many TVs, like mine is an LG C1. It's a nearly £3,000 TV here in the UK, and that doesn't have it built in yet. So these boxes are a great way of getting this to the consumer. And we know that Xbox has talked for months about this, that consoles are not the only thing anymore. You've got everything else that comes along with it. You've got the mobile side of things where you can stream these games to your phone, or play them natively with certain things. Xbox now owns Candy Crush, if you think about it, through that ZeniMax deal. So there's stuff there. And then obviously the streaming side of the TVs. People may not want to go out and purchase a big console, that you may be able to get this thing on a membership where you pay an extra £5 or $5 each month for your Game Pass membership, and you get this little device. TVs are building it in more than ever, so people can just subscribe to this service much like Netflix now, have it built in on your TV, have it on your box here or your phone, whatever, wherever you are, you can play Xbox games. And it's something that Microsoft has been very clear about for a long time compared to Sony. Sony's very much in the way, play on our platform or play on PC now. Finally, we've got there in the end, but you can still sign in through PlayStation. They've had an update to Spider-Man recently saying you can still sign in through PlayStation, but that's the kind of way PlayStation do it. They're not spreading their services as much. Where Microsoft is like, we don't care what you play on. You don't have to play on our Xbox. You don't have to play on PCs. You can just buy your TV, have our little box or have it built into the TV. As long as you're subscribing to Game Pass, that's all we care about. As long as you're giving us money for that subscription service, you don't have to buy anything else from us. You probably buy that little box, you get a controller along with it or something. You get your Game Pass membership and you're good to go. You've got a decent library there. You've got every exclusive. You're going to be able to play Starfield streams to this thing. Like, you think this thing is launching a pretty decent time with Stadia shutting down alongside it as well. I feel like that was a bit of a mistake from Google there, because permanently shutting something down like that really wasn't the best idea, because right now Microsoft is making moves in this kind of place with the streaming stuff. Microsoft are pushing that now, and Stadia just kind of got to the point where things are going towards streaming. Things are catching up a little bit. Streaming now is becoming a bit more of the norm. Like, even in the UK here, I'm able to get gigabit Ethernet. Not this house, unfortunately. The house I just moved from had gigabit Ethernet, and that was in a very small town. So, like, we're also getting massive improvements to our internet capabilities in the UK in some smaller villages. Hopefully it comes here, because this box thing, no go for me. Well, my internet speeds in this new house, it's something that's not possible. When I do get one, I will be sure to hopefully get an app on my TV or get this box just to test it out, because I am very interested to see the future of gaming. Like, I don't know. Personally, for me, it's not something I'm interested in. I'd like to test it, but I'm not interested in that being my way of playing. I love my RTX 3080, where I can natively play games in native 4K, over 60 FPS, 120 FPS more than often, and I plan on getting the 40 series cards and keep upgrading. I love being able to have all that. So that's something I'm very interested in. I prefer playing natively or on console, which I have been using. I still use those, mainly my Switch, and obviously I've got my Steam Deck. Even with the handhelds, I prefer my Steam Deck, because I can't guarantee that wherever I go with my iPhone 14 Pro Max, I can't guarantee I'm going to get 5G. So that doesn't, or 4G, where it's going to be capable of streaming. There's dropouts wherever you're going on the bus or on a train. You can't just guarantee that connection. So for me, it's not a stable place to play, especially here in the UK. I would be interested, for those of you guys in America who are watching my videos, I'm really interested to see what it's like over there for you guys. Like, do you have really stable internet? Do you have 5G or very good 4G in most places that you're in to be able to use these things? Because personally, in the UK, it's not ready just yet. It's getting there. Like my old house, I probably could stream games very smoothly with very little latency. I think it would actually be perfectly good. But still in places like I've just moved to, as I was saying, it's just not quite there yet. But this is the way gaming is going. Unfortunately, it's not my way. As I keep saying, I like having my native hardware. That native hardware is not going anywhere anytime soon. There's still going to be a PlayStation 6. There'll probably even be a PlayStation 7. Like, it's not something that's going to fully take over. They're kind of blending it in, and they're merging gradually to that hardware, or to that software, I guess, the streaming side. But that's it for this video. Please do consider leaving a like on my video. Please subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think of these new videos like this. I'm really keen to keep going. I hope they're doing well for you guys. I'm desperately trying to make the best content I can. Just let me know what I can do for you guys to make things the best. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in future ones. Bye bye for now.